Okay, today I'm going to be showing you the 2017 Tacoma, the upgrades I've done to this truck. I'm showing you how I mounted my Rome Adventure boxes, the Krazy Beaver shovel I bought, as well as the lift in the tires and rims. Also, the inlays, the black cover-up inlays, the board mounts for the RCI rack, as well as many other things I've done. Okay, this truck has the Pro Grill with the Raptor style amber lights, which I bought an extra box just in case one goes out and I can replace them. Very easy install. Takes about 20 minutes. You need 2 fuses, just remember that. Sometimes they don't tell you that. I just recently replaced the backup lights with the LEDs. This really improved backing up in the Tacoma because we have those privacy windows you can't see anyway. I also upgraded all the interior lights to the same thing. It's a nice bright white light, which really helps. I did the front fog lights, but did not do the headlights because I didn't want people flashing their high beams at me all the time because the truck sits up a little higher and they're not adjusted down yet. I'm not one that drives around with all my gear on the truck all day long and all week long. I do leave the Rome Adventure boxes on. These are for winter, and then during the summer we will be switching this over to an iCamper Mini, which will be left on for the season. So what I'm going to start doing is putting things on the rack. I'll start with the shovel and I'll explain to you how I did that. Okay, on the shovel, during COVID they weren't making anything, so I bought the raw unfinished one. And what I decided to do was just to paint it myself. Saved a little bit money. Plus, I didn't want a red or yellow shovel because I already have a red truck, so I don't need any more color. So I'm kind of keeping everything on here black and grays with a little bit of red emblems and stuff like that. So I'll show you how I locked up this shovel. I drilled a hole through the shovel and built a bracket on the other side so I could lock it directly to the rack. Used a couple drill bits because the shovel is hardened. But so what I did is on the other side, you can see, hopefully you can see this, I made a little bracket that it locks onto to secure it a little bit better. And I'll show you how that works. So what I do is just get the lock, run it back through the rack like that. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Run it through the shovel, through that hole, and then lock it. So that's how I do that side. Now I also lock it up on this side. And you know, a lot of this stuff is just cuttable, but you're just trying to make it a little harder for somebody. And normally we're with our truck, so we don't have any problems. So what I do on the front handle, which this is all cuttable and everything, this is just like an extra layer, is I made these little cables to the proper length, run it through the rack, run this other piece through the rack. And what it does is it kind of locks it in there. And then I lock it from the back side, because I like everything like clean, so everything is locked from the back side. I can't say enough about this rack. I just love it. When I got it in, the only thing I couldn't believe they did, I painted that red. It was aluminum looking. I don't like aluminum or chrome, but all the bolts were chrome. And if you notice, I have blackened them all out, and I'm going to show you how I did that. It's really easy. Okay, this audio might be a little different. I'm using a second camera, but got this magnet off the refrigerator, Motoman Films. It's all magnetic, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nickel and circle it. So once you're done with that, go ahead and get yourself a razor blade knife and cut that out. It's going to be a little bit bigger than those bumper bolts we used to call them, but that's okay because you want it a little bit bigger. So you pop that out. So you get that popped out and it kind of looks like that. If you have the smaller bolts, you might use a penny. There's like two sizes, a nickel or a penny will go around them. So I'm going to paint this now since we have this. It's a magnet. You don't have to tape anything, you just set it on there. I'm using like a satin black. Just give it a couple shots like that. And you're done. It looks like I hit it. I need to hit it again. So there you go. Do them all like that. It's real easy. Now on the Rome Adventure boxes, I bought 2 of those. They're a little shorter than my rack. So what I did is I made these brackets out of aluminum. I don't know if you can see them there. They go all the way across so I can have a good mounting area, which is underneath, if you see that. I'll show you the inside of the racks, or inside of the box. Don't keep them locked because there's really nothing in them, and I don't want anyone messing up my box to get into nothing. So what we do is just unhook it. These things pop up on their own, which is really nice. They have the struts. I made the little handle so I could pull it from the ground. I did get one box with a broken strut. It took a long time for them to replace it, but they did replace it. Then I used the metal aluminum to make these brackets so I can have a good secure mounting. Okay, another upgrade on this truck is the side mirror lights. It's like a smoke. That looks pretty cool. Not too much money to do that. I put on Netto Ridge grapplers. I originally had 265/70 on there. Recently switched to the 275/70 Had no issues at all with rubbing. I could probably go 285s and do a little bit of trimming if that. The fuel rims are slightly offset to give you that little flare out, which I like. Now let's put the Max tracks on, show you how I lock those up. I've got them installed now, and remember, everything can be stolen from you, so you just want to make it as hard as possible. So I put these little locks. They're all like breakable, but it helps. And then I run more cables through these holes here for the handles, and I lock them back by my water port. There's a lock that goes on my water port down there, so I can lock them both together. For some of you who might be new to what a water port is, it allows you to have pressurized water when you're out on the road, and it works really good. As you can see, you get pressurized water. It changes from a jet like this, so it squirts pretty far as the truck at least, and that'll last for several minutes. I think about 6 minutes. Anyway, it's a great thing. And hey, Oakley, come here. It's good for fighting dogs too. And on the inside, I bought the little trays so you can divide stuff, and then also the little dividers down there. Kind of messy in here, but those come in handy. Then I bought these inlays that say Tacoma. They're like a satin black. That was an easy install, along with the covers that go over the existing badges, or whatever you want to call them, like Tacoma. So that really upgrades it a bit. I also have no stickers on this truck. I have no graphics or anything, so it's kind of like a plain Jane. Also bought the tow rope with the trailer insert, which is lockable, useful, and then looks cool. I also have this new addition, put a flagpole up in between my two boxes so we fly the California flag. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.